There's not exactly a footballing pipeline from the Canary Islands to the mainland, but this Spanish island community has produced some prodigious talent in its past, and it may have another one on the way in the form of 18-year-old midfielder Aarón Martin. But what makes this diminutive midfielder so intriguing that it has some of Spain's biggest clubs turning their eyes toward Tenerife and the bottom of Spain's second division? To answer that question, we first have to ask, who is Aarón Martin? At just 18 years old, Aarón Martin is already drawing comparisons to some of Spain's top playmakers, and he's getting attention from some of the country's biggest clubs. Now that is not abnormal in and of itself, but with only 13 games of second division action to go on, the gulf between where he is and where he could be going is as large as the gulf between the Canary Islands and the Spanish mainland. So what is it about Aarón Martin that is catching these clubs' attention? We're going to talk about all that and next, but before we do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me down below so you can follow the channel. Get down in the comments section. What club would you like to see Aarón Martin go to? Do you want him at your club? Leave some comments down below. You can also leave some comments on Blue Sky at Pitchside Pub, and check out the website pitchsidepub.com. Martin began his career in the youth setup on Gran Canaria, which has produced recent wonder kid Alberto Moliero, currently of Las Palmas, and the crown jewel of Canary Island player development, Pedri, formerly of Las Palmas and now of course starring for Barcelona. Martin, however, decided to stay at home at Tenerife rather than join First Division Las Palmas. Tenerife has produced Real Sociedad left-back Javi Lopez and Como midfielder Nico Paz, formerly of Real Madrid, but their developmental history is littered more with La Liga-level squad players than true bona fide stars. Martin, however, appears to be able to break through those levels. Upon joining Tenerife, he earned a spot on the first team bench by late in the 23-24 season, before making the squad for good the following September of 2024. By October, he'd earned a starting spot and has been receiving consistent playing time ever since. Unfortunately, the similarities in size, stature, and playing style, plus both being natives of the Canary Islands, have led many to dub Martin as the next Pedri, a moniker that puts wildly unfair expectations on a young player 4 years Pedri's junior and with 200 fewer games under his belt. But Martin is an intriguing prospect in his own right if we can just manage the expectations. Unfair comparisons aside, Martin does have a lot of similarities to Pedro and Moliero, and plenty of skills that are intriguing to bigger clubs. Dating back to his academy years, Martin has always shown a natural technical brilliance that comes with more instinct than training. His intelligent play in midfield highlights his all-around technical ability and football IQ. Martin's vision is truly exceptional for his age. His ability to spot opportunities and send passes breaking through lines is a hallmark of midfield play. Beyond that, he's highly skilled with his right foot, whether it's delivering precise long-range passes or whipping dangerous balls in from set pieces. When it comes to striking the ball, Martin excels at creating chances and has the unique knack of adapting his crosses to match the runs of his teammates. But it's not just what he can do with the ball that stands out. His off-the-ball movements demonstrate a sense of balance and control under pressure, which allow him to maintain possession and remain reliable in tight spaces. Perhaps most impressively, he's incredibly difficult to dispossess. His composure in midfield duels is remarkable, especially for someone so early in his career, and it's this combination of poise and technical ability that make him so attractive to bigger clubs. These skills fit Martin squarely into the mold of a modern, creative midfielder, but because it's so early in his career, we don't yet know if he's going to gravitate into a more playmaking, attacking role with a little number 10 in his game, or more of a holding playmaker with a defensive edge to it. His size would suggest the former. At 5'9" and around 165 or 170 pounds, he's slightly undersized as a defender, but that hasn't stopped him against lesser competition. Despite his frame, he's still effective in physical battles due to his technical control, which is where the Pedri comparisons begin. His skill set, however, suggests that he could be highly effective in a more advanced role as he gains more experience. This is where his vision and touch on weighted passes profile as a highly effective skill. To date, he's been used primarily as one of the two holding midfielders in a double pivot, using his ball control and dribbling ability to dictate hold-up play and maintain possession. On the Athletics 18 player roles chart, he profiles somewhere in the range of the builder, deep-lying playmaker to the orchestrator advanced midfielder, though he may settle in the distributor or box-to-box range as he advances to playing against more difficult competition. So when will that advancing to higher competition take place? Well, there's a lot of factors at play here. One of them is Martin himself and his development. Another is the interest from other clubs, and the third factor is Tenerife themselves, who find themselves in a relegation battle in La Liga 2. Now, Martin is definitely not going down to the third division should they get relegated, not when he's already getting interest from Real Madrid. Real Madrid will probably resurface their interest this summer, but over the winter break, they wanted him to join their B team for further development. He is, however, getting interest from other clubs like Sevilla, who were willing to give him a first-team opportunity immediately upon acquiring him. Sevilla's talent pool may be a little too deep to guarantee Martin the consistent playing time he needs next year, but a summer move to a club near the bottom of the La Liga table could be a great fit, and a club like Las Palmas could provide him that opportunity without requiring he leave home. Regardless of the destination, somebody's going to get a steal with Martin. The rumors this summer suggested around a €2 million transfer fee, which is nothing for a player who could be worth easily 10 times that in a few years' time. Regardless of what happens to Tenerife, he is all but gone from them even if they don't get demoted. He is ready for first-team La Liga action, but it will be very important that he select a club where he's going to get consistent playing time in the midfield, ideally at multiple midfield positions, while his new club figures out where he best profiles on the pitch. What do you think? Where should Martin end up? What club is best for him? Would you like to see him at your club? And if so, which club is that? Get down in that comment section. Let me know what you think. You can also leave some comments on Blue Sky at Pitchside Pub. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me down below so you can follow the channel, and check out the website, pitchsidepub.com. Thanks as always for joining us here on Soccer Wonder Kids at the Pitchside Pub.